Hello everybody, my name is Dara and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel, In-Flight Ireland. Today we are back in East Midlands Airport and back doing cargo operations. Now today we are not flying DHL, as you might suspect because we are in the DHL area. Where actually we are in the West Atlantic part of East Midlands Airport. So obviously we are flying West Atlantic then. So today we have a call sign of November Papa Tango 5 Foxtrot, which that's the West Atlantic call sign usually, MPT, and we are departing obviously East Midlands Airport, and we are going to Exeter, with an alternate of London Heathrow. Now Exeter, some might think is quite a short flight, really. From East Midlands, which you'd be right in thinking that, yeah. The thing is West Atlantic, they have, well, two branches. They have Sweden, a Swedish branch, and a UK branch. This branch we're flying right now, West Atlantic UK, tend to do domestic routes, carrying cargo and stuff like that. That includes going to Northern Ireland and, kind of Scotland and down south, obviously. East Midlands, I believe, is their hub here as well. And obviously when we take a walk around, I'll show you the aircraft a little bit, and I don't know what's going on with this tug to our right, but we'll ignore that for now. So our flight time is expected to be about 40 minutes, and we should be departing in about an hour and arriving at about 10 to 1. I'm flying accurate timing here as well, so there we go. Our initial altitude is, our cruising altitude really is flight level 230 with a cost index of 24, and our route distance is about 200 miles. Well, it is 200 miles exactly, and we've got an average wind of 274/34. We are flying in kilos as well, and that means as well, obviously we're flying kilos in Europe, and we're flying with pounds in the United States. And we are expecting to burn about 1.9 tons, or we're rounding it down 1.8, but we'd round it up because you don't want to round down on fuel. And we're just going to load 5.3 tons of the fuel on board today as well, block fuel. So that includes alternates and stuff like that, and obviously go rounds. Must be in a rush. Don't know what's happening there. Right, anyway. Going to get this started now. So we're going to go to ground power, get the ground power on, and just going to quick verify the flight plan as well. It's what we said is what we're doing. Our registration is Golf November Papa Tango Alpha, and that's our route there. It's 200 miles. I'll zoom out here for you guys. Our route today. Not too long a flight, but hopefully not that eventful though. That usually changes. Right. So we've got the ground power connected here now. We are going to do our engine fire. Midnight. And let's extinguish that. Make sure that those lights are working there. Go here, you can actually see the bottles. 1 illuminates, 2 illuminates, perfect. Right, let's do the cargo fire tests. They're working there as well. Awesome. Right, so I'm going to go overhead, make sure that the emergency lights are on, having the 10 buttons working, get seatbelts on auto for now. Make sure as well that flaps are retracted on my Bravo and on the aircraft as well, which they are. Got to make sure that we do a quick takeoff config warning test as well. Just done. Just make sure as well. There we go. Right. Just making sure my throttle was in the right position there. Right, just gonna go and make sure here now with the gear pins. Oops. God, this is really finicky and annoying to play with sometimes. Here we go, gear pins, and we'll go. Check our circuit breakers back here. Make sure that everything is in place as we need it to be. And we've got our fire extinguisher. Make sure as well we've got our manual gear extension door. Just gonna move my mic a little bit closer to me there. So if I bang off it, I'm sorry. Obviously we can manually extend the gear, but we do not need to do that right now. Just make sure these circuit breakers are in place. Yeah. Expecting to be a pretty smooth departure as well. Weather seems to be fine. Tried to do this flight yesterday, but it didn't go so well. Really poor visibility and just was lagging and stuff, so I just decided I'd give that video a break there. Got all the circuit breakers here on the captain's side. Make sure they are all visible, which they are, and we've got our crash apps in the aircraft as well. Gonna move to the back of the seats, make sure we've got all the breathing equipment in the back seats, which we do, and that we've got the emergency escape rope as well, which is able to be well, we know there's a rope in there anyway, can't really check it, but there you go. Right, gonna go overhead now, make sure that the let's go here. Flight recorder switch is working, turn that on, and then it goes in there. There we go. Airspeed warning 1 working. Speed warning 2 working there as well. Star warnings aren't available yet, so I'm just going to get the hydraulic pumps on. And we're also going to get the fuel up and running as well. Going to just put the flight plan in here as well quickly. There's deposit in it. We are at EGNX. Yeah. Next page. I don't need to see that one. Right. We are going to go to route here. Flight plan request. Okay. But I think I need to put this in. Yeah, origin. Flight plan request, so we go sim brief. Select that fuel, select the route. That's our flight number there. Flight plan request, just make sure that the prop fuel is set, load that up. And then we can go to the menu here, go to FSLTL fuel. That's the fuel apparently that we're needing, which is not correct. Load. I'm going to bump that up to 5.5. In fact, no, we should do that. Okay. Activate that now. Put you in there. I know that's not strictly the order, but that's fine. Let's go overhead here. Oops. Straight on that. Going to make sure the star warnings are working now. Hit shaker 1, shaking. Hit shaker 2 is also shaking. What we like to see. Let's get the fuel pumps on here as well. If you're wondering why we get the hydraulic pumps and fuel pumps on before we go out and do the walk around, it's because if there are any leaks, we'll be able to see the leaks. The pumps are on and pumping fuel out. Right, we're going to go to showcase. We're going to do our walk around here now. We can have a look at our livery. This is the livery. I guess it's special. It's not really. The West Atlantic only have 3 737s in there, or 3 737-800s in their fleet, so it's not like that special, but I guess this here, if you look, is the first 737-800 Boeing converted freighter livery. And also we have another West Atlantic 737-800 over there, which is just in the normal livery, so that's good to see. Right, we're going to walk to the front of the aircraft and we're going to inspect the gear. Right, so we're going to go into the nose wheel here, make sure everything's fine, no leaks or anything like that. Sure the tyres are not. Oh, right, ground power is connected as you can see there. Make sure the front door is closed and push the aircraft and make our way towards the engine here. The engine cowling will be connected to the engine on both sides. Check the fan blades here. Make sure there's none missing, and make sure we've got no holes, bumps, scratches, dents or anything like that. Should be fine there. Right, gonna do the leading in, check the leading edge slats here, make sure they are retracted, and there's no damage or anything like that. Winglets here as well, make sure there's no damage, no signs of contact with the ground or anything like that. I really like this livery as well, as you can see there, that nice fancy logo there. Got the flaps which are retracted, make sure there's no signs of damage or anything like that on the flaps. And we're going to check the back of the engine here, make sure there's nothing inside on both sides, make sure the exhaust shows no signs of flaming or anything like that, none of that bad stuff. Right, just going to check the rear wheel well here, make sure everything is fine, no signs of damage or leaking or anything like that, there's no liquid or anything on the floor there. Right, I'm going to work down into the back of the aircraft here. Rear cargo door is closed, push the aircraft if you want to see. Let's go back to the horizontal and vertical stabilizers, they are in neutral positions, and make sure the tail strike area has no signs with obviously a tail strike. Also just going to make sure this is in neutral position, and the APU is off, which we probably will be able to hear. The rear passenger, well, it's not really passenger on this aircraft, but a rear door is closed as well. I'm going to go to the back of this side of the aircraft now. Flaps are retracted and no sign of any damage on them either. As we walk around, there's our registration, Golf November Papa Tango Alpha, and check the winglet here, make sure there are no signs of damage or contact with the ground here as well. Leading edge slats also should be retracted and no signs of damage, and we're going to check the exhaust of the engine here as well. Make sure once again there's nothing nesting in there, no one in there, no signs of fire or anything like that. That would be detrimental to the function of the engine. Make sure the cowling is connected to the engine as well, and make sure as well that the fan blades are there and no signs of damage, which we seem to have, don't seem to have any holes or bumps or scratches or anything like that. So we're fine there. Make sure as well that this cargo door is closed until we start loading stuff onto the aircraft as well. Right, okay, just going to do a quick check of the probes at the front as well, make sure they are there. They are on that side and on that side. Right, okay. Cool, right, there's our other West Atlantic over there. We've got Star Air as well, which a lot of people don't know. Star Air is Maersk, so Maersk Line, the shipping company, they operate Star Air, which is something quite interesting to see, and obviously Pyreegue East Midlands as well, which is a big DHL hub, and Amazon, to be fair. We've got Amazon warehouses over on the other side of the airfield. Right, okay, let's head back into the aircraft here now, and let's continue with the start-up. I'm gonna call in our cargo now, with no request boarding, which obviously we are not boarding any passengers, but because in GSX it kind of just merges the two things together, and says that basically boarding is effectively loading cargo aircraft. I wish I could disable that, because that would really annoy me a little bit there. Right, going to make sure here that we set up our departure here. So we're going to departure, departing on the Daventry 3 November here, and depart from runway 27. Departure and arrival, we are arriving on ILS 26, and just making sure here that we don't need any additionals here. shell over here yet. It's fine. Be that. I realise it's not aligning IRSs, which would probably be a good start. There we go. Get them to nav. Right. Just going to make sure as well that we do have quick pre-flight here. So let's test the bulbs. Fail here. Not set. Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. I had the bulb test on. I was wondering what the hell's going on. Why have we got so many faults? I'm an idiot. Right. Nobody. Fine, I'll go on board. Right, let's look at scan flow, make sure all the bulbs are working here. There's just no sign really. Anything out the ordinary here. Find the bulbs, go overhead. Make sure as well that we've got the bulbs, the IRS on as well. Do. Right. Put that off. And just going to make sure as well I've got the sun visor in the aircraft. Do. And we're going to do a quick oxygen check. Perfect. This is not loading, is it? On here. How do I enter? That. Should be perfect there. Right. Right, oxygen's fine. Let's just set up our thing here. Make sure that our path thing is not really very specific. Airport position on there. Just gonna cross check that over here. Make sure that. There we go. That's that set up, and we are also going to make sure as well we've got our QNH set, which is QNH of 1026 hectopascals. So that's that in. Which should be pascals. 0. And we've got our alt flaps, not alt flaps, our flaps over here. So should be on 1,468 above. Yeah, so let's set that 1,000 feet above the level of the airfield here. That's how we set that. 1,400 and it's a little while. Yeah. And that's 468 there. Okay. And make sure it's displaying UTC time, which it is. And also make sure that the nose wheel steering is guarded here. Right, just going to do a quick scan flow up here. Make sure that the flight control switches are guarded and the spoiler switches are guarded. Make sure the alternate flap switches are guarded and switched off, which is. And the lights here should be there. Your damper on. Navigation. Navigation switch is in middle and source switch is in auto position there as well. Make sure the engine and engine valve, spark valves are eliminated here, and make sure crossfeed this should go dim, just checking this light works and the crossfeed system works as well. All the fuel pumps should be on, and let's move it here. So auxiliary battery set to flat, and APU ground set to ground power. Cab and IFE seats are on, and the standby power and IDG disconnect switches are guarded. Just going to make sure the bus transmitting is guarded here as well, and the we've not set any gens yet, and left wiper is in park. Don't need any lights on yet, so lights are set as they should be. Equipment cooling is in normal, and emergency exit lights are guarded. Time is going on, and plastic got signs going on as well. I'm just going to quickly check on the cargo. I'm going to load it up. Yep, we're doing fine. Okay. And right pipe wipe is in park as well. Got no rain, so we don't need, or low temperature, so we don't need the probes on yet. So I'm going to get the window heats on here as well. Anti-ice is not required, and we got both our, we've got all our hydraulic pumps on as well. Right, move over here, make sure that the air circulation here is A on the continuous, U on forward, and B on the aft. That just ensures a steady flow. That kind of arrangement does anyway. And isolation valve should be on auto, left and right back should be on auto as well. APU bleed should be off, left and right recirculation fans are on, engine bleeds are on as well. Okay. Going to make sure flight altitude here is set to flight level 230. And this needs, the landing altitude needs to be set to 100 as well, because we've got a landing altitude of around then. And obviously add pressurizing mode is set in auto. And make sure there is no ALTN or manual light illuminated on the overhead here, which there isn't, so that's awesome. Make sure all the lights are off, except position, which is in steady, and it's not dark, so we do not need logo, and the wheel well lights on. And we're just going to make sure all the engines are set to off and ignition set into right, just in preparation for our startup later. And let's also just make sure that there's no taxi or landing lights on as well. Right, going to set up the MCP here now. So we're just going to get the flight directors on, make sure the master side is turned on first, and make sure that the master side is green as well. I can see that. Master is green on my side, which means I'm the pilot flying today. Going to set the speed to 100, which already is, and the heading set to 268, which is the heading for runway 27 and our takeoff. Here, I'm going to set our altitude here. I'm going to go down here, go to legs, hold on a minute, performance minutes, just make sure, transition altitude set to 5 here, so we're just going to put you in there now, and don't really hear that buzz. I don't know whether you just saw that tug fly there, but basically that means the boarding is completed, and hopefully the stairs should be leaving us now, which it is. Going to reset the fuel flow here to 0, as well while we're here. There we go. That's our 5.2 tons of fuel on board there. I'm gonna have a look at our center console here. Obviously we've got our auto brake and RTO. Speed brake should be in the down T10, which it is in the aircraft, and the quadrant there now. Flaps lever should be up in the 0 degrees on the center console, and obviously on my quadrant here as well. Parking brake should be set, which I always forget to do, and engine start levers are in the, sorry, just bang my head there. Engine start levers are in the cut-off position. Stab trim cutout switches are up and guarded here as well, and the overheat detect switches are in the normal position on the left and right side of 1 and 2 fire switches, and none of the fire switches there are pulled either. Gonna do our quick flight pedal stool stuff here, so we're gonna set 1 VHF and flight here, and speaker on mask, and boom selectors on normal. Make sure as well that the ADF here is in the left position, and the cargo fire detector switches are in the selected to normal. Transponder should be swapped to 2000. here, down here. Mess that up. Oh dear. Why is it going up so much? It's so finicky. I hate this. No. I don't want to add. No, there we go. 2000, there we go. This set, squawk code, I'm going to put TCAS in the standby position here for now. And the expander plus alt source should be in position 1 down here. Am I in the right place? Yeah, sorry. Here we go. Right. Gonna make sure the trims are centered here, which they are. And don't need to set any more frequencies. We are not on VATSIM, and I promise I will get on VATSIM at some point once I've done all the exams and can have time to learn all that kind of stuff. Gonna take me a while to learn that, so I just kind of want to have lots of time to do it. Kind of like same kind of line of thinking of having loads of time to watch a series before. What's going on here? It was not centered there properly. Okay, that's fine now though. Make sure I was active in each set right. No, it's not. Let's go down. There we go. EGNX just set right there. I was on the arrival there. Right. Just gonna go into performance in it now. Zero fuel weight is 59.7. There. Reserves, well, cost index 20. What weight? Cost index 24. Put you in there. 24. Where? Please. 2, 4. Why does it replace it? Someone tell me. Jesus Christ. Right. We're going to put our planned fuel here. So, we've got 1.82. 1.8. What's going on here? It's really annoying me. 1.8. Why is it doing that? Oh god. Why is it so annoying? Let me put. Now. I think there's something broken here. That shouldn't be doing that. I can't even put the fuel in or anything like that because it's not working. Hang on here. I'm gonna set 2, 3. Just gonna request performance here. Instead of filling it in. There we go. Okay, execute that then, because that bloody thing wasn't working properly. That's fine then. Right, M1 limits, select time, 26k take off. Fine there. Go to take off here, we're gonna have a flaps 5. Sorry, I'm sat back in my chair, probably can't hear me very well. What is that? Flaps 5 departure here. I'm going to check here. I'm going to go onto our performance tool and make sure that we've got runway 27 selected and report this. Shouldn't be in pounds. Centre of gravity should be 24.65. Put you in there. still not working. Holy crap. Oh, something is really bad with this today. PMDG really need to sort something out. I don't know whether it's me doing it or not, but they should make it a lot more obvious to have bloody fix it if it is my fault. Because I have no idea what's going wrong here. That's a bug that needs to be fixed. Because every single time I try and put a figure into the computer, it just deletes the old one. So, something is not right. Can I not... Right, well, we're just going to have to run with these then. Why is that an invalid entry? Can't even put loads of trim in. Right, well... There's some setting I've probably got on. I'm going to have to look it up here. Yeah, search it up. Yeah, something's messed up here. Completely unusable. Says I've got an... Right, well, we're just gonna have to kind of like do it. I'm gonna get a takeoff config warning because I don't have any of this put in, but I genuinely can't do it. Like 24.65. I mean, how much should I pay for this fucking plane? It's not working properly. Like, how do I clear that? Nothing's working. Right, well, I'm gonna put this one in there. Right, right, we can set trim 4.69. That's right there. And why is that? Right, well, let's see here then. Gonna import weather, and we're going to 140, 140, 146. Yeah, that's right. Nowhere near. I just can't type that in. So, pardon me, sneeze there. Yeah, so we can't put that in because the computer's not working properly. It's a pretty detrimental bug, isn't it? Okay. Well then. Right. It's probably some sort of fault there, you know. I'll go to the end maybe. Actions. Stuff. Make sure it all knows what could cause that. See. Okay. It's not something I can fix, to be honest. 140. It just deletes it all. It just deletes it. 1, 4, 0. Put that in there. Oh, yeah. So it's not like it's disappearing, but still in there. Okay, right. Guess I can't do that. I'll keep an eye on the speeds then instead. Right. Well, I've V2 speed is 146. So is that right? Yeah. 146 in there. Right, so obviously we've got something wrong with the systems there, so obviously we're going to have to keep an eye out for takeoff config warnings here. Obviously we're still going to go, but I'm going to have to send in a support ticket or something about that. Any threats, really? We've got not really any terrain threats. Weather might be a little bit bad further down south, and that's really about it. No wind shear, like that. Right. I'm just going to verify the initial altitude, 5060, and I'm going to switch the APU on now. I'm going to just press the toggle to start doing this thing. Left push back and departure. Right, you put the gear pin in there, make sure this APU has a nice start. Go down to about 4 or 3 and then we'll disconnect the ground power. Wait for this blue light to illuminate here. Switch over. And we are going to disconnect the power here. We're going to take the wheel tracks off here as well. And that should hopefully locking gear. Press that which is what we like to see. Right, so just going to verify parking brake is set. Awesome. Right. Let's do a quick pre-flight. We're going to wait for that. Oxygen is tested. Navigation and transfer into space switches are normal on and auto here. Window heat is on and pressurizing mode selector is set to auto. And flight instruments, we've got a heading of 268 degrees and flight level 060 on our altimeter. Parking brake is set and the engine start levers are in the cut-off position. Right, just going to do a quick, make sure everything's fine. Push back. So, just make sure here, the packs need to come off now, and the AP bleed on. Anti-collision light needs to come on as well, to make sure the shine is on. Okay. Just going to do just a quick force start checklist before we press push back here. Make sure the flight deck door is closed and locked. Fuel, we've got 5.2 tons on board, and pumps are on. Passenger signs are on as well, and we make sure the windows are locked here. We've got a V2s of 146, heading of 268 as we already said, on level 060 set. Takeoff speeds, we've got 140 knots V1, 140 V rotate, and V2 is 146. And we've got CDU is complete, CD pre-flight's completed, rudder and aileron trim are free and 0 degrees. And taxi and takeoff briefing is completed, and we've got the anti-collision light on. Right, I'm going to request push back here, and we are going to be pushing back onto taxiway Juliet. So let's go here. Basically north on taxiway Juliet. Release parking brakes, please. Release parking brakes. Right, then to start the left engine, yeah, and I think I've started the left first. Might be a little bit better for us. We do have a mission right. I can't wait for the 767 to be added. I'm going to be able to do so many flights out here. You can't tell, this is probably one of my favourite airports in the game. It's my local airport, which makes me want to fly out a bit more, but also it's just really highly detailed, and I know there are aspects. Yeah, see the West Atlantic terminal there, and there's the other West Atlantic plane there. Well, you can see the back of it there. Right. Let's inject some fuel into that now. Engine 2 starts. Master caution off.
Please set parking brakes.
Okay, set parking brakes. Parking brakes set. There's that West Atlantic there as well. Another 737-800 they have in their fleet. That seems to be a good start there. Right. Start engine 1 now. Start up. These planes, it's really cool. The DHL, I feel like I'll be flying. I'd have to get Cincinnati Airport as well, because they fly a lot to Cincinnati DHL from here for some reason. Maybe I'm in FS 2024. That probably will be a route we do, and hopefully transatlantics don't crash constantly, which seems to happen to us every long flight. We try to do this crash, so it's not been great. I can get some fuel into there now. Also, in case you haven't realised, I have taken the frame gen mod off purely because it caused some not very nice screen tearing that I was getting quite sick of, to be honest. Right. Wait for that to get to 20%. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to burn ahead. I'm going to switch engine generators on, the APU off, APU needs to come off as well. Let's put the start switches to continuous here, and we're going to get the brake leads on. And let's see, we're going to get the packs on auto. And isolation valve auto as well, which is fine. AP bleed is already off. We're going to set our flaps here to flaps 5. Flaps 5. And we're going to do a quick control test here. Make sure the engine is started up. Yeah, system's up. While we do our quick flight control test. So, obviously we've got flaps 5 and we've got a green light there. But first we're going to do a quick flight control test. We're going to go full left, full right, neutral. And you see on the hydraulic screen down below as well. See we turn to the right. See it going up, so we just make sure Right, we go full up, and full down, neutral, and full left rudder, neutral. Right, flight control checks complete, and do quick recall, make sure no master caution or anything like that. Okay, for taxi checklist, just go overhead. Make sure we've got all our generators on here, which we do, no lights there. Road heats are on, and anti-ice is off. Isolation valve should be on auto, and engine start switches should be in the continuous there. Recall is checked, and auto brake is on RTO. Engine start levers are idle, detent there. Flight controls are checked, and the ground equipment is clear. Right, okay. I believe then we'll get the taxi lights on. There. And, right, okay. Let's go. So, going to release parking brake. A little bit of thrust in here now. Just to start us off. Just to get us moving a little bit. Obviously, I know we've got no V-speeds again, as you can see on the thing there, speedometer, whatever you call it, but for some reason it's not working for viewers, so we're just going to have to deal with that. It's probably my fault, honestly, but anyone knows how to fix that, do leave a comment down below, and that would be really helpful. Right, let's thrust up a little bit as we go around the corners. Our taxi, I'm gonna make sure this is definitely just making sure. Round. Interesting. Long old taxi here to the end of the runway. I was actually here the other day. There's a flight school here that I was checking out. That maybe in a little bit, want to get a job, want to save a little bit of money. Start doing PPL there. Should be quite interesting, especially at this airport. You know, big. You know, there's jumbos and 777s and stuff coming out here. But fly Cessna here as well. That'd be pretty awesome. And you know, it's not so bad. You know, price-wise either. So compared to the other ones around me, it's pretty interesting, and we're learning all my ATC skills and stuff like that as we are, you know, as we're training. So. Obviously, I'll get on back to sim and try and learn a lot of that as well. But other than that, I'm not gonna. You know, I know how to fly Cessna and stuff like that already in the sim. I'm not gonna spend too much time. Obviously, I would like to probably do a little bit more cargo operations. And I probably will do a bit more, bit of Cessna, like stuff like that. Just kind of some scenic routes while we have chats and stuff. just think of topics to talk about, I think, and just kind of fly around doing that. I think would be quite nice to do. Maybe sort of kind of podcasty, what do you call it, setting. It'd be quite interesting, though. I probably need to invite some people on. Not that there's probably anyone that would want to come on, can't lie, but you know, if I have any mates or something would come on that have a little bit of aviation knowledge, then yeah, that would be good to see. Right, let's continue going down here. So we're coming past here. This is the passenger terminal. There, a lot of aircraft there today. We're coming up from the UPS area. Ooh, what's that? Anyway, yeah, so that's the UPS area as well as the FedEx line there. So, yeah, it's one of them there today. It's not in the evening time. Now, West Atlantic, they usually do fly at night. But obviously, I've done a couple nightly years, they're just not that fun to me. Can't really see much, and yeah, it's not great, so you know, I tried to do it in daytime, and I feel like it's a better viewing experience for you guys as well. Yeah. Right. Okay. How long taxi is? Probably just a tad speed. Pretty much. Yeah, I see ground speed 10 there. I think 15 is for that. And then 12, 13, 14, 15. A little bit of brakes on there now. Right, well, we're going to need to speed up here around this corner. Just a little bit. On the brakes here. Right, parking brakes set. Yeah, taxi lights off, yeah. Lights on. Right, so we're at runway 27 here. Pats are on auto, flaps set to 5 degrees, anti-ice is off, edge of lead to park on. Takeoff speeds, we've got a V1 of 140, V-rotate 140, V2 146. And our initial altitude climbs flight over 060. We've got a squawk code of 2000 in, flaps are on green, and stabilizer is set. We're going to have strobe lights. Yeah. And fixed standing lights on, all that stuff's gone on already. We'll get the auto throttle on and LNAV as well. The transponder set to DA, right? And when we click takeoff config test here. Right. Let's go out here. We're gonna get thrust set to that 35 there. Pull out onto the runway here, make sure there's no traffic. Now we're probably going to get a takeoff config warning here, as probably predicted, which does make sense because we haven't put any V speeds in as evident here, but it's not letting me, so you guys are going to have to bear with the little noises there. But obviously in real life we would, you know, obviously not leaving tap for this plane out, it's not working properly. But because it's flight sim, it's not something you can fix, it's just a bug, so we should have to deal with it and start the clock here. Right, gonna get 40% power stabilised, and we're gonna go toga. No takeoff now, fine. Right, 60 knots, 20 knots, 80 knots, 100 knots, 120 knots, 140, V1 rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up, back. Okay, that was nice. That's one still. Keep that up. And okay, that's up. What's our speeds here? What's the legs? All that. We're at right, 250. There we go, moving that up there. That is 060. Right, perfect. Nice climb out. A lot of oil pressure. What's that? Oh, okay, right, okay. Right, that's fine. Right, that's the level out here at level 060. Fine. Obviously I didn't put the course in because I'm not using any charts or anything, so not using any SIDs or stars. Nice weather, looking good actually on the down there. Gonna get some light here now. Just a little bit. Why are you using the right thing here? Right, okay, we're going to do after take this one right here off. Auto brakes should be off here. Start switches can go to off. Off. Taxi and retractable landing light stay on for now. Engine feeds are on. Well, they are. Let's see. Right, we're gonna plug in 9 here. Got 9,000 feet. Go up. Right, let's go here now. Wait, 26, 30, port weather. Activate that. Start landing. Right. Speed-wise, once it gets there, we'll go to 295. Spot the altitude set to goes around 18,000 miles. And a speed of 95. Okay, nice to use it. We are at 1,000, so we'll get all these lights off now. You know what signs are? Acting lights were on the whole time, so we're meant to be turned off, but fine, it's not the end of the world. Right, okay, 6 minutes into the flight here. And everything seems to be going fine so far, other than the weird V-speed glitch. That's fine. Right. So yeah, Exeter which is where we're going. I downloaded from FSLTL. Now, obviously, I can't say I've been there in the sim yet, so it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. For first time landing there. I'm sure it'll be nice. Hopefully, visibility is nice as well. That's what I'm hoping for, because I'm not gonna lie, I do not like it. I've had a few times on this channel, and they usually don't really end very well, so hopefully we're fine. It's not too long of a flight either, so that's fine anyway. Right. So if anyone has any tips, because obviously I was talking about flight school at East Midlands Airport. If anyone has any tips on, PPL and that kind of stuff, do leave them down below, because I'd be really interested to kind of can I get some info on that. I think I'd like some what the do's and don'ts kind of thing. Whether I should save up all my money first and then just go at it, or maybe I should just do it gradually over time, let the knowledge sink in. So really sinks my heart with that noise. Yeah, so my strat is probably going to be doing it over time. That way I can kind of build up my knowledge of over time, let it sink in. You know, I think it's probably a nice way of doing it. Not planning, are we? On the time flight level 240 here now as well. So let's go up to that, which will be our cruising altitude for today's flight. We're having perfect conditions today, as always. Well, not as always, to be honest. It's just a lie. The flight is going alright though, which is what we like to see. Let's see here. It's fine. Got 16.8 ton of cargo. Quite a lot. I don't know what we've got on board. I know West Atlantic tend to carry hazardous and like almost radioactive material. Probably 20,000 feet further on this set. Not 5 miles to go up there now. Yeah, power's looking great, sim's looking great, everything's feeling smooth. It wasn't ever this smooth before this Brave Jet mod, so maybe there's been some changes, which is quite nice to see. Everything is running nicely. As long as everything's running nicely and having a good time, that's fine. Stuff like there's no rush to you know, do anything yet. I'm just trying to think of things to say, really. West Atlantic, obviously they don't like the livery that we have now. They only have trim rails, really annoying. This livery they have, what I'm flying now, the first 737-800 converted freighter. So I don't know whether that's the first one they have or it's the first one altogether. I'm assuming it's the first one altogether. But basically, what I'm trying to realise is that well, West Atlantic, they fly a decent fleet. They have I think they have like 4 737-300s and like 3 737-200s and 3 737-800s. Their fleet is usually about 20 to 30 years old as well, so but it's not a young airline. Set that there. Perhaps 30. Put 9 tons, not plenty of fuel here. We're at cruising now as well, so it's perfect. I don't know how long we'll be able to stay at this cruising altitude. Yeah. So we need to keep this. Yes, we're barely even flying, to be honest. Why is terrain not on? What's going on there? I guess it's not really a factor at the minute. I'm curious to see what planes are. Tier 1 plane I'm excited for. Well, there's a load of planes I'm excited for. So there's a lot of planes I want. So there's obviously a lot of the you know, older 757s. I want the Bluebird 757 a lot. The Bluebird 767. Both of them aren't out, by the way, so kind of a waiting game. The fly-by-wire A380, which isn't out either, but it's freeware, which is really good. And the I can't remember who makes it. Aerodynamics, I think. They make the McDonnell Douglas DC-10, which is going to be free as well, I think. So that's going to be really good. I can't wait to fly that. One of my favourite planes. And there's another plane I want, which is not out either. Which some people can use it, but the TFDI McDonnell Douglas MD-11 as well. So yeah, that'd be pretty nice one to fly. Do some FedEx operations and UPS while I still can, because those planes will be out of service soon. So I want to, be able to do some operations. Not doing fantasy operations. I like doing real life ones, so I want to get that plane. It's a priority, really, for me. The FBI McDonnell MD-11. Hopefully, when it's good though. Like, I'm not gonna buy it if it's crap. But I'm gonna wait for it to, get updates and stuff like that. Kind of like the PMDG. I didn't buy that for ages. I wanted to wait for the 800 to come out and wait for it to come. Get all the stuff it needs, and then then I bought it. So yeah, obviously the Phoenix A320 as well is probably the next one I'm gonna buy. That out of question, obviously. It's that I wouldn't buy that. It's definitely gonna be bought. The new they made an update video actually about the new IAE engines as well, which look awesome. They've got like faults and engine failures and stuff like that on them now. SS stores and stuff like that. Like, it's really cool. Yes, so that's a really cool plane that I really want to fly at some point as well. Probably doing Aer Lingus and British Airways operations as well. Got Heathrow, I've got Dublin. That's going to be really nice to do. I also would like to get the ATR as well. I'm probably going to make a list of all this stuff. I want. I do hope someone comes out with a good TriStar as well. Lockheed L1011. Now I know there aren't many Lockheed L1011 flights as well out there anymore. And I just wish that FedEx still had their DC-10s. So now I'd have to do like tab cargo DC-10 operations as well. I feel like everyone will be doing. I think they do that throughout LAX, so we'll probably do that with the DC-10 hopefully. That'd be pretty nice. I'll probably do some military as well, the VC-10 as well. Maybe just go to Air Force bases for that in the United States. That'd be pretty nice as well. We'll probably end up doing some like fantasy flights, so if they're like some American Airlines retro operations and stuff like that. I think that'd be really nice to do. Maybe some United as well. That'd be good. Because one of my favourite looking planes is the American Airlines retro, silver livery McDonnell Douglas DC-10. It just looks great. And same with the United Airlines, actually, that one looks really good as well. The DC-10, every livery looks great on the TriStars, same with the L1011, TWA, Pan Am, that kind of stuff. Right, let's move over here. I'm gonna just pop altitude. We're gonna put that in. What is it? 21. 21.8. Oh, please don't tell me you crashed again. 21.8. And we'll initiate that to get some key hits. We are quite low altitude really. But it's been really smooth actually. I did a flight yesterday as well that I did not record this exact route actually, and it was so bumpy. You know, we're in the clouds the whole time, turbulence, you know, there's lightning, you know, we're just rain all the time. You know, it's just not very nice at all. Speed wise, what are we looking at? 266, that's about 266. Speed breakout. So now. Just make sure that speed brake just retracts to get that. There we go. 1,800 feet. We'll level up that. They're flying in there. What's our altitude, landing altitude here? Just 102, so put this down to 1,102 there. Right, we need to go down to 14,500 now. Haven't changed. Just down now, so we don't have a rush or anything like that. Speed as well, looking here. Speed 266. Around there. There. Right on the south coast here as well. No. It's a nice short flight really. Definitely try and do some more West Atlantic. Maybe we might one day we'll get the Pyreegue Belfast and then we can do a bit more of that as well. I know he goes into he's got a really good one. The Pyreegue by the way is guided made East Midlands Airport, so we know we could go East Midlands to Belfast. Very Pyreegue based video, but it's really good airport. So our runway heading here as well is 257. I'm just going to make sure this is security. Building down. How is that not in the database? Oh god, why is it doing it? How is that not in the... Oh, this computer is really annoying me now. 26. Oh, I can't even type it either. Oh my lord. None of it's in the database. 0. None of these are in the database. Right, there's something going on with this computer. PMDG, sort it out! Dear me. I think it might be something to do with my IRS. To be honest, it might be something like that. Can't lie. I'm being like getting all antsy about this. Anyway, yeah. So that's. like. But yeah, we're gonna have a distance race. We're gonna have to go in a little bit wonky here. I'd just like to connect you up to you. But I'm just gonna have to, you know, down to 2,000 feet while flying manually that old time, so that's fine. Yes, I think going swim at the end more. Are we going to line up with this? Okay. That's it, so. Right, 25 minutes in the air so far. Fine. Now. Warm. Is it? Oh, it's then big one. Yeah, make sure what that's 266. Go down to 240 there. Why are we not descending? It's really bloody annoys me. I don't know why it does it. Like 67. I told you to go down to 11.6 route. Why are you stopping? Yeah, I can't really seem to find a fix for this. What's going on? So instantly can't build this up. I'm not entirely sure. 9,000. So just going to fly over to higher speed, a more easy wide area. Nicer. While we're decent as well. I'm going to fly manual the rest of the thing now, I think. After we get past here. A lot on our plate here like that now. I'll try manually, gear down, down the backs, all that stuff down speed. Stop now. Continue this descent here. Out there. Manual flight now, guys, which is nice to see. Don't really usually get to see this too much. And then we'll go heading mode in as well. Speed-wise, Standard. So we are 1959. Why the payment 5? Mine track. That's the one. I'm gonna go down here.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low. Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Let me speed breakdown.
Caution, terrain.
Not a it's not a comfortable nice handling, is it? Speeds 359.
Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low. Airspeed low. Airspeed low. Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
airport's landing. Oh, sick.
1,000.
Thousands. Why is that? Got one way to start anyway, so a bit high. What's that minimums?
1,000. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Minimums.
500.
A little bit low. It's red 2 like we are. Not an easy airport to come out of this.
$400.
100. Time. Hot.
300. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. 50. 30. 20. 10.
It's rough. That was rough. Not a long runway though. At least we touched down. So yeah, there we go. You go? Off. Yeah. No to be flew out of Exeter. And in this ATR there. Logan Air, there. Nice airport here. We might be more. That's all. go outside and let's see. Wait for this ATR though to take off. Yeah, it was a rough landing, but I don't mind it. I need rough landing every now and then. I have to cross the runway there though. I don't really know where West Atlantic really usually go. We'll cross Holly's back. Wait. Right, yeah, we'll park it here. Right. We'll park it left here. The brakes just like to stop. My kit's not working properly. It's really annoying. Honestly, I have no idea. Might just park. Swing. I would have paused it by the car. So, it's probably not. It's good air in the car. Northwest. Right, let's get parking brake on. Engines are APU. Right, well then, I'm going to leave that there. If you guys enjoyed the video, please do leave a like and subscription. Got any constructive criticism for me? Do also leave that down below, as I am keen to learn. When it will load stuff here now. Look at that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just back to that. Yeah. But okay. I'll give up. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright. I'll go outside here. Last little view. But yeah, I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.